grocery haul from TJ Maxx. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a good old Trader Joe's grocery haul, so let's get into it. Before I get started, if you have been with me for a while, I usually do exclusively gluten-free grocery hauls. However, I just wanted to show you everything that I purchased today. Not everything is gluten-free by any means. A lot of it is pumpkin spice heavy because it is that season at Trader Joe's. So I do have some gluten-free items, but there's a lot that isn't. And I just wanted to put that out there to everyone. So that you should be able to find something for everybody there. They have so many gluten-free items there all the time. But today is a mixed bag. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go with some cold items first because I need to get these in the freezer. They've been out for a little while. So the first thing is the organic mixed berries. I love these, and as we are ending the summer season and getting out of like fresh berries, fresh fruit season, we always have these on hand. They are great because you can obviously put them in smoothies, but then you can cook them down for compotes or put them on top of any kind of breakfast items, make desserts, whatever. I love this. They always have tons of options too. So make sure you do a thorough scan of all of their frozen fruits. They have beautiful options. The next frozen item is a seasonal item. These are the mini spicy pumpkin samosas. I have like just a very weak spot for good samosas, and pumpkin just sounded delicious, and anything spicy I am all in. So I'm just happy to try these. I know these are a pretty new item and I have not seen these in the past, so I'm super excited. The sheet cakes. If you can have gluten, their little mini sheet cakes are such a great find, and I have stacked them in the past and put fruit on top, made a quick little like birthday cake, or you can do a special occasion cake with them. They're really lovely. And then of course, seasonally, they have different options. So today I just went ahead and got the small one. This is the pumpkin spice cake. I also love these for, say if there's only one or two people in the home and you don't want a giant cake. Well, these are the perfect size. I mean, really, if you wanted like a really good size portion, you could cut it in fours, and there's your dessert for, you know, having a couple over for dinner, or, you know, you could do like I do and have a slice for breakfast. They're yummy. Another item that I found, and I don't know that I've ever tried these before, and I've probably been missing out. So let me know in the comments below if you buy these like pre-made, pre-packaged things in the little, it's over in the salad section usually. They have soups, salads, wraps, things like that. Well, they always have burritos, and this one caught my interest. This is a roasted turkey and sweet potato burrito. So it's already made. I think you're just supposed to microwave it. And this one has white turkey meat, sweet potatoes, cranberry salsa, rice, and it does have a flour tortilla. But I thought that would be just a really yummy kind of fall-inspired burrito. I think that might be a really great lunch if you can have that. Next up are these, do you pronounce this barbells or bear bells? I'm really not sure, but these to me have a little bit cleaner ingredients, and they do offer a vegan option as well. They are the hazelnut ones, I believe. Well, these are just basically protein bars. And of course, they have the pumpkin spice ones right now. I love Trader Joe's because you don't have to buy the entire giant box if you don't want to. They pop open one usually, and you can just grab as many as you need. And they're usually very comparably priced, even lower, I would say, than a lot of other grocery stores or like vitamin shops and things. And they usually have at least about 4 to 6 flavor options of these. So they do kind of like, they have a good bite to them. It's very similar to like a Snickers bar or something. And I really like that. They're a little more filling and they're not so dry. So pumpkin spice, the guy that was bagging my items for me today said these are actually delicious. So this should be a good one. Next up are just a little bit of canned items. So I always grab like these organic Great Northern beans. I love to make like a white chicken chili, and it actually almost seems like a chili verde kind of a dish that I make in the crock pot, especially as the weather starts to turn. And oftentimes I just use the Trader Joe's green salsas. So I just put chicken, green salsa, this, corn, and a few spices, and then I put it in the crock pot or the slow cooker, and I have something that's like really delicious. You can either eat it just like that, or I like to also put it over rice. You could make burrito bowls with it, all of that good stuff. You could add sour cream, cheese, whatever you want. But these beans are really good. I love the quality of them. And actually any of their canned beans are wonderful. And I like that they always have organic options as well. Next up, I think I've talked about these before. These are the Greek chickpeas. They come pre-seasoned. So these ones have the parsley and cumin in them. I don't know that I'm going back. I mean, you know, we all need chickpeas for certain recipes that are plain, but if you are just eating them either out of the can or adding to, say, like a pita wrap or a Mediterranean inspired salad, you definitely want to try to pick these up. They are so flavorful. They have all the spices mixed in already. So it just instantly elevates whatever recipe you're already making with these. Marinated artichokes, same concept as the chickpeas. You know, you can buy the plain canned ones if you want, but if I can pack flavor into anything, I'm gonna do that. And so I love having these, and I like that these are in a jar as well and not in a can, so that if I only need half of them or a few of them, I can put them in the fridge and use them later. I buy these primarily to throw in, again, like a Mediterranean or an Italian inspired salad. But of course, you know, these can be used for just about anything, including you can eat them by themselves. They are so delicious. And I love the quality of these as well. I've never had weird textures. They've never been too stringy or chewy. This is just a really good option, and they look like this, and they say they're quartered. Gluten-free ravioli. I always buy the regular cheese ravioli that they have in the refrigerated section, but oh my gosh, you guys, right now they have the best options. They even have a pumpkin gnocchi if you are able to eat that, and several other options. Well, right now they're doing gluten-free pumpkin ravioli. These do have dairy in them though, so they are thin stuffed pasta with cheesy pumpkin filling. Can you imagine? So what I'm thinking of doing with these is obviously cooking them up and then putting them in a pan with some like brown butter and sage kind of a sauce. I think that would be so tasty. So I'm excited for these. I don't think they're gonna be like the main dish. I think they'll be like a side dish, maybe with some meat and veggies, but these just sounded delicious. And how fun is the color on that? Chimichurri sauce. You know, you cannot go wrong in the Trader Joe's sauce section. There's so many sauce and dip options, but this chimichurri sauce is delicious. And so I love to use this even with just like a tri-tip or leftover meat. So what we're doing with this week is I have some leftover brisket that my husband smoked. And instead of just kind of eating the same old like every night with just leftovers, tonight we are going to reheat some of the brisket, and we're gonna put this, possibly with some cheese, on these rolls. Again, not gluten-free, so don't come for me on this. You can swap out for gluten-free stuff if you want and check the ingredients on this. However, if you can eat regular rolls, these ciabatta rolls make the best sandwich rolls. They are not overly chewy. They have a good density to them. And of course they can be toasted up and used however you want, but I'm planning on toasting these up, putting the chimichurri sauce on with some leftover brisket, and dinner is done. Also in the bread section, gosh, this is the sliced apple cinnamon sourdough bread. So I tend to try to steer clear of gluten, which this doesn't look like it today, obviously, but for some reason I can do okay with sourdough a little better than a lot of breads. So the idea of having an apple cinnamon sourdough bread, oh my goodness, this looked delicious. So it even smells amazing, you guys. It smells like those like cinnamon loaf breads, even at Costco, that you can buy. So good. So of course I'm going to toast this up. They did also have like pumpkin spread. They had an apple pie filling spread. So many good options that would be delicious on this. So that looked really fun. And of course it's seasonal, so I don't know how long it's going to be there. A few things in the produce aisle, good old bananas. They actually have a really reasonable price on bananas. You can get organic as well, but that's just one of those things I don't go organic with because the skin is so thick. And I like that they just seem to have a more consistent size of their bananas and coloring. I don't, you know, once in a while when you're at the other stores, you just can't get a good bunch. I feel like Trader Joe's really kind of vets their bananas. So if that's important to you, like it is to me, you might want to look at Trader Joe's for your bananas. They also still are carrying the Saturn peaches. These were, I think, a little bit pricier than your normal peaches. And of course they come like in little special packaging, but one of my family members obsesses over these when they are in season. So I do splurge and buy these, and they usually are amazing and they last really well. And I love that, Even though I don't like plastic, these things are well protected, so you're not getting like bruised, squishy fruit. So this is a definite fruit splurge, but really worth it if you can find ripe ones. Then we also grabbed the organic Caesar salad kit. Trader Joe's, man, they have so many fun options for salad kits. So they just, you name it. They've always got seasonal ones going on today too. But I just wanted to get a Caesar salad because I needed something basic since we're already doing like chimichurri and all that stuff. I wanted just a good salad as a side dish. So, and I like the size of this one as well. Some of their side salads are definitely for like 2 people only. They're like the little smaller containers, but they do have larger ones like this too. Last 2 items that I actually brought home are drink options. I'm going to show you those, but before I do so, after this, I am going to pop in a little bit of B-roll from the store because my favorite part of Trader Joe's seasonally is that they always come out with just fun options, like whether it be face and beauty products or just seasonal things for your home. And they did not disappoint this season. They brought back the honey dual set of like day cream and night cream. And then they brought out a cinnamon bun lip mask, which it's, you know, if you're familiar with Laneige, it's very similar to that. They've been carrying the vanilla regularly, but they have a cinnamon bun one that I'm going to show you. And then, gosh, a couple other items as well. And not to mention, I didn't even take video of it, but they have candles, they have seasonal pet items. So, you know, it's just one of those stores you want to just give yourself a little bit of time and kind of just browse around. Thankfully, it's not a big store, but just take the time, you know, look over everything. They just have so many fun options. So anyway, like I said, the last 2 things that I did bring home this time were was the pumpkin spice flavored cold brew coffee. I don't do this very often, but I have caught myself in the Starbucks drive-thru almost every day for like the last 2 weeks. And I'm kind of embarrassed about that because the prices are crazy. I mean, you're talking like $5 to $7 per drink. So that's just out of hand. And even with my little hacks and trying to order cheaper drinks, it's still way expensive. So what I did was I just bought this and then I bought their brown sugar oat milk kind of creamer. So I'm going to try to make my own for the rest of the week and see how it goes. I can confirm that this is really good, but do not forget, like I always do, that these are actually a concentrate. And on the back, they say to cut it 1 part coffee to like 2 parts of milk or water. So at first I just added this and this into my drink, and then I realized I was going to be up all night. So I dumped it in here and I cut it with a little bit of water and some almond milk and then shook it up. And I did put enough of this in there to make it sweet. It's delicious and it's going to give me a couple of different servings. So definitely well worth the money. Last item I brought home was the 100% pineapple juice. I do love their juice options at Trader Joe's as well. They currently have this. They also have a mango juice. They have 100% tart cherry juice. I believe they have a pomegranate as well. So many lovely options. But what is great about when they carry these types is that they come in like, this is a 4-pack of cans. So I'm not buying like the giant can or a big container that I have to open. I can just grab one and use as much as I need and not have to worry about the rest of it going bad or going flat. Love these options here. Closer look at the high-end inspired products. This is the Cinnamon Roll Overnight Lip Mask. You can tell it looks a lot like Laneige and it's actually swirled when you open it and smells good. This is very similar to the ceramide lotions from Pharmacy. You get a day lotion and a night lotion for $7.99. They also came out with a mask in the same honey line. It is going to smell like honey. And of course, they have my favorite apple cider soap. That does it for my Trader Joe's fall grocery haul this time. Let me know in the comments below, do you love Trader Joe's? What are your favorite seasonal items, especially for fall? We'd love to hear it. All right, thanks again for your time. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you go if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see you soon.